So it's think before you think time again, folks, and I'll give you the thought process on this coming up. Right, so here's when it don't go quite right. She was mated to the same bull last year, calf no bother at all, heifer calf, as a heifer. Feet weren't crossed on this calf, so I put the machine on, applied a bit of pressure because she wasn't getting on with it, she'd been going over an hour. Put my hands in and initially couldn't get my fingers past here. She's then moved, had a bit of a sidestep and a push. I've gained a couple of clicks on the ratchet and been able to get my fingers past his shoulders and on both sides. So I thought, right, it'll be a safe pull. We've just got his nose presented and his head coming through the vulva, and I've noticed her udder flick like that underneath her. Just did it twice. Well, that'd be his back feet telling me he's stressed. As his head came out, his nose end was twitching, so I thought he's all right, he's still alive. As I got his head out, he lifted his head back, but she then decided that she didn't want to stand up. Dropped to the floor. Because she's dropped, I've had to rotate her, get her legs out under her to save putting too much pressure on her hips. Reset the machine, got his front end out, and there's still a bit of movement in his head, but he wasn't making any attempts to breathe, and I'd lost any pupil response straight away. So I thought I was maybe on hide into nowhere, but I've got on, moved the bands up, made sure I've got him out. To be fair, he never hung at the hips, no pressure at all there. She pushed him out the last bit, but I've got no response from him at all, could not get him to breathe. And the sickening bit is you can see his heart there thumping away like nobody's business. So, should it have been a section? Possibly. In hindsight, yeah. Would the calf have still been as stressed? No. Did the shape of him and the knowledge of his back breeding indicate that he should have come out? Yes. Have I made the right call? I don't know, but here's where we are. I can't change it now. So I've potentially got twins on the way in the next few days. If I can rob one and put it on her, I will do, because she's a good mum, but this is how easily you get a total loss. Just to say that she's up and about. I haven't mauled it to pieces, look, but the calf was 58 kilo. So this is just a quick one to say, if you think something's is calving and whatever you've pulled out of it isn't really big enough for the size of it, put your hand in and have a feel, because right in the bottom of her, I've been writing up to my shoulder, there's another set of feet that are very alive at the minute. If you go and chuck that back in the pen and forget about it, you could have a set of dead feet in an hour or two. So never hurts just to stick your hand in. That's the result. Twin bull calves, and I didn't need the machine. Spotty job was mooing for a calf tonight, so do a chance Batman. I think Alan needs his actual mum. So that's Batman's second feed without the need for the gate. So we're improving. There we go, that's progress. No need for the gate tonight at all. So hopefully tomorrow she'll just stand in the crew for him. Gentle perseverance pays. You don't need to force the issue with cows normally. They'll either do it or they won't. So don't waste your own time. And don't lose your patience. And if they're going to stand really well, give them a bit of a reward. You don't need to make suckling a calf an association with food or cake or anything like that. Just that they feel better for doing it. So back scratch, oxytocin release from the calf suckling, all reinforces it without having to fatten your cow. So we've got multiple things to represent here. We've got a clean bed is as good as a feed. We've got Batman fostered onto Spotty job, and he's showing off. Well, he was sucking fruit at the other side. And this is a prime example of selecting for maternal traits. 10 years ago, I'd have females that you'd never contemplate putting a calf on. You'd have a bit of work on your hands to get them to take their own calf for the first 24 hours. So temperament and maternal traits have to be as paramount as any other part of your cow. Your production comes from the fact that she wants to let a calf suck. You could have the best looking cow in the country. If she's going to kick the shit out of her own calf, or you, she's not the best cow. Get her up the road, a killing cow will more than pay for a bulling heifer.